To select a range of data with your mouse, one would have to click top left hand corner and then drag all the way across to the bottom right. Now with a small set of data like this, that doesn't seem too difficult, but if I have to do the same with a much larger set of data on sheet 2 here, this would take me a long time to drag all of this all the way down. I could be here for a good couple of minutes to get to the bottom of this set of data. So there's a much quicker way to select an entire range of data. And even on this first sheet here, if I just selected one of those cells within that range, hold down the Control key and press A at the same time, that automatically highlights that entire range of data. And you can see if I do that on the second sheet, how much quicker that is. Control key, press A at the same time, and it's automatically highlighted right the way down here to row 8400 and neatly to the end of my data in column G. If I did that a second time, that is press Control A, it automatically highlights the entire sheet, and that enables me to do things like resize the columns or anything else which is applicable to an entire sheet. Going back to sheet 1 here, I'm just wanting to highlight an important point when trying to highlight a range, and that is a range is determined where there is an empty column to the right or row to the bottom. And so if my data had an empty row or column in it, it wouldn't be treated as a complete range. It would be seen as two separate entities. So if I select a cell here, Control A, it's only going to select up to column E, and likewise in this area on the right, that is seen as a separate range. The same thing happens if I have an empty row. So if I insert a row here, again, that is seen as two separate ranges. So it just highlights the importance of not having an empty row. All it takes is one value to be entered in that row and it joins it up effectively. So if I put in there the single value in column A, selecting anywhere now, Control A, that there is still determined as a complete range. And so that's just one thing to watch out for when you're wanting to select a range. Make sure you don't have any empty rows or columns within, otherwise it won't be seen as a complete range. So recapping, Control A to select the entire range, Control A a second time to select the entire sheet.